Alright, let's look at the practice exam 1, problem number 10. Alright, so let's use the precise definition of a limit to prove that the limit of 3x minus 1 as x approaches 2 is equal to 5. Alright, so you can see that here 2, so this is the a value, right? And this right here, 3x minus 1 is the function, so it's f of x. And the 5 is the limit value, so it is L, right? So we're gonna do some scratch work so that we can find the expression for delta, right? So here's our scratch work. Right, so this is not part of the proof, but it's a good way to find the expression for delta. Alright, so we're gonna kind of go backward, start from the conclusion we want to make. So in this case, the distance between the function, which is 3x minus 1, right, and the minus limit value is 5. So distance between function and the limit value is less than epsilon, right? So this is what we want to do, right? Then if you simplify that, you can see that this is just a 3x minus 1 and a negative 5 combined, and negative 6, which is less than epsilon. And we can pull out the 3, factor out 3 from there. Then you have x minus 6 divided by 3 would be 2, right, is less than epsilon, right? And x minus a, in this case x minus 2, so we can just here divide through by 3. You can see that quantity absolute value x minus 2 is less than epsilon over 3, right? So you can see that epsilon is going to be, actually delta is going to be this expression right here, right? So this is the delta we're going to use. Alright, so here is the proof. Right, proof. Let's see, proof. Alright, so here's the definition, precise definition. So I'm going to say for all epsilon positive, there exists delta, right? We can find this delta by doing epsilon over 3. So whatever epsilon value you get, you just divide by 3 in this case. So divide by 3. Of course, epsilon is positive, divide by 3 is still positive, right? Then we have such that, right? So it's a distance between x and a in this case is 2. So absolute value of x minus 2 is between 0 and the delta, and in this case delta is set to be epsilon over 3, right? Then this would imply by multiply both sides by 3, right? So you have a 3 times absolute value of x minus 2 is less than epsilon, right? Then distribute 3 inside, you will get absolute value of 3x minus 6 is less than epsilon, right? Then we can just rewrite it as, we can split negative 6 as negative 1 and the negative 5, so we can write it as a 3x minus 1, right, minus 5, which is less than epsilon, right? And this is exactly what we want. This is f of x minus L is less than epsilon, so we are done, right? So this is the proof. So this is the part. This is the proof, right? So scratch work is required to get to this expression right here. So to find that expression right there, right? So that's why I did the scratch work, find the expression for delta, and basically write this guy kind of backward, and so that we can get what we want. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.